Hey, what is up guys, it's Yugioh here, and today's video is going to be a new collection video about my collection. After the first video about the monster binder, I will show you my spell cards binder. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's start with the field spell cards. Also in here I got everything in a good order. It's pretty random, mostly it's utility or some cards that I had since my childhood. These were so strong, for example, when I was a little child, because you can boost the attack of your monsters, and it was one of the most strongest moves you can do. Then we got the dual tainting, really weird card that not everybody knows, with some cool effects. I think that some decks try to use this one, but it's really hard to perform some good combos with this. Then we got the Necro Valley in ultra rare, the Black Garden super rare, which is really amazing. In some OTK's decks you can run this one. Seal of Void Halkos, this card is amazing. Since my childhood I love it. Then the Prison here, same reasoning, is from my childhood, and the Destiny Heroes. Then we got some other field spell cards in this page. I was forgotten. The Kyoto, the Sado Space, which is a negative copy of the Skyscraper. For who does not know, this is exactly Skyscraper artwork, but it's a negative, as you can see. Just the colors are different. It's still a strong card, pretty weird, but if your deck depends on the field spell cards, this card can be really cool. Then we got one Zombie Ward with the colored text in here. Then the Island, the Citadel of Endymion. This card is pretty cool. And then this Dreamland that came from a tin. Then some equip cards, pretty random also in here. This is pretty cool and really old. This one, I wanted to have this because you can run it in Jerry Beans Man deck. I'm not joking, this card is really cool. Then the Moon Mirror Shield, really strong in anti-meta decks, various statues and stuff like that. Then some other keeps on this side, Megamorph, the Axe here, Black Penland. This card is so strong as well. This one is pretty cool. You can run it in Dinosaurs on some kind of bench deck. Then we got the continuous spell cards. As you can see here, these are pretty random. There's also some rituals. Then the continuous here, Legacy of the Duelist. This card is so strong. This is of the Mummy. It's cool in the Mayakashi FTKs. And this one also does some FTKs, because you can burn your opponent for 500 every time you special summon an XYZ monster, and I saw some decks running this one, mostly online. Then some cool super rares, really old versions. This one is really cool. 3 copies of Fire Formation Tank in super rare. I cannot afford the ultimate rare, so super rare is fine for me. This one to protect the field spell cards. This is really cool. This is jar. This is Pot of Greed, but in a slower version. Then the Future Fusion in gold, in the old gold rare limited edition. Then we got the Aqua Stage and the other one. These cards are pretty cool, always in the Waters decks, but a little bit slow. Then we got one Tomb Ward from the Structure deck. This is so old, as you can see. I think it's near mint condition. It's pretty nice. Let me show you. This card is really old, as you can see. And really good condition. I really love this. Really love this. This card is so hard to find. Really hard. You can run this in some Exodia variants or ignites. Then that's it. Then some other cool cards like the deck blocker here. Barriera per insetti, this is the Italian name. So this is the insect barrier from the first series, of course. I think you can remember this if you are liking the game and the anime since you were a child. Then the second slide, still waiting to find a good option to be run. You can run this in BA, of course, and also in mermaids, but I don't like the fact that you don't have protection if you're running this card. Then 3 copies of Dragon Shrine in super rare. Spray, there's some crazy card. This card destroys all the insect monsters on the opponent's side of the field, and I think that having these board wipes that are really old and really hard to find, I never see this in any binder, could be useful for the future, because if insect monster became tier 0, you are already ready for that occasion. Then the Foolish Burial Goods. Then let's move on into the normal spell cards. We got some Raigeki, Shadow Fusion, Left Arm Offering, a cool cool sleeve. This one is so strong. The low or normality low, I don't know what's the name. This card is cool, and I love in general all the cards that have some dice in the artwork. Then this is another Pot of Greed if you're lucky. Pendulum Paradox, Cold Wave, really old of a card as well. Duelist Alliance, always useful. Then we got some new entry in my binder, that's why all the other spaces are empty around. Then some crazy stuff, and then these cards are really old, as you can see. Inotama, oh my gosh, these two used to be really strong in my childhood. Then we got the countdown here that says that after you pay 2000 life points and after 20 turns this card is activated, you win the duel, if I'm not mistaken. This is in German, so I'm not sure. Run this. Suggest you to run this. No, just joking, this card is shit. Especially in this meta game and in nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh, in which everything finishes after a couple of turns. Then Dark Hole, Vortex, Lightning. Then the 2 copies of Monster Reborn, rare one. The Lart one, Lost Artwork, still sealed, as you can see. This will stay here forever. Gold Sark. Dark Hole is a secret rare. I hope you can see it. Then we got some other cool stuff in here. Slash Draw. I never had the occasion to run this. I had 3 copies, but nothing to say. Shuffle Reborn, another cool card that Marcello Barberi used back in time. Really strong. It's really random, as you can see here, because the majority of strong cards are the one that I'm running in my decks. So then we got one Tribute here, super rare, cool for the God format. The 3 dragon cards together with the one with the all of 3 together. I think that this one owns some value, I don't remember well. Then we got some draw cards in general, utility. This part of the binder is much better. Okazi, I don't have 3 copies of Okazi, I just have 2. You don't know how many games I won this with this during my childhood. 3 copies of Instant Fusion in ultra rare, of course. This card is so strong. Also nowadays, even if no one is playing this, but it's a free link one, and you can do something else since link material is XYZ material and stuff like that. Then we got some Dark War dealings in super rare. Pot of Riches, One Day of Peace, other kinds of jars and draw power. This is supposed to be a Pot of Desires, but I'm running this in other decks. Moray of Greed, which is in standby for now. Seekers Wars of 7 stars. Then we got some other Cyclone, Tempest, destroying cards. as you can see here. Actually Desires is here, there's one copy here. Then the Galaxy Cyclone, the Tempest here, there's always the cow, don't forget the cow. Then this one was cool back in time. Then the Parallel Tornado, which is meh. Whereafter, Upstart Goblin, other cool cards, pretty basic, I know. Sword and Shield, 1-for-1. This one is cool. I think it will be useful sometime, sooner or later. Unexpected Die in super rare. Gaga Bolt in ultimate rare. Then we got Magical Mullet. I got 3 copies in super rare, I guess. This card is really cool. Yeah, 3 copies in super rare. Maybe 4 copies. That's cool. Then we got Double Summon with the red text. Rhoda and gold rare. Nothing special. Then we got some fusion cards in here. Poly with the old artwork and the old version of this. Fusion Recovery, Fusion Substitute. The beginning of the end. This card is so strong. I got 3 copies of this if you want. I'm not using it, but for the danger player is gold. Then reasoning. Then Table of Contents, really strong card, Book of Tayo. Other cards that wipe out the board, as I said before, as prey. These wipe out all the fishes, and this wipe out all the fins, and this wipe out all the machines, as you know. This one skyrocketed in price time ago when we used to have Cosmos together with ABCs. So the same reasoning that was applied to this one can be applied also to these cards sooner or later. So if you got the occasion, just get your hands on the wipeout cards. Then we got some other random stuff, as you can see here. This one is useful in some water decks. You can special summon pretty much everything from your hand. Then we got the Tri-Spectrum, I guess this is the name. This one is really cool. The Ancient Leaf. This card is so weird, and I remember this card skyrocketed in price like 15 bucks each when they declared that there were some rumors regarding the new Yu-Gi-Oh rules and the fact that life points will change from 8,000 to 10,000. And this card skyrocketed because this card states that if you got 9,000 life points or more, you can pay 2k life points in order to draw 2 cards. So this card skyrocketed in price. I own 2 copies of this. If you got the occasion, just take it before it happens again, because I think that in a couple of years we will have some new rules and this card will skyrocket again, and then that's the moment when you have to sell this and you can get some money out of it. Then we got another card that wipe out everything, all the warrior monsters. Then we got this Verme Esca, this worm card that special summon to you 2 tokens if you control an insect type monster. It's really strong and no one knows, even because no one runs insect monster, to be honest. Then we got the quick spell cards. Book of Moon in platinum rare, limited removal in ultra rare, pretty cool. Pendulum Impenetrabile. This is from the War Star secret rare. It's pretty prismatic parallel. I don't know how to call it. It's a different kind of secret rare, by the way. Pretty cool. Ignite Reloads is such a strong card. My Body is a Shield. It was really strong during the Zodiac time. Then some other Cyclones in here, as you can see. MST in secret rare, which is really cool. The other dice card here. This one got 2 different names, I don't know why, if I remember well. As you can see, these are both Italian. This is called Turbine. This is Turbine and this is Tornado. And they are both Italian, as you can see. These 2 are Turbine and these 2 are Tornado. I don't know the reason behind this. If you know the reason behind this, let me know in the comments down below why they changed this name, or if it's just a misprint, because it can be also misprints and it will be fine for me as well, because misprints gain some value. Another strong card, the inversion here, magnetic inversion, enemy controller. Then we got the Monarch, Stormforth, some cool artwork cards, token generators and stuff like that. Rebellion, Call of the Cattle, I think is the English name of this one, which was really strong. You can play this in Lunalights, you can play this in other decks in order to rank up some XYZ monsters, if I remember well. Then we got all these Sangan Sangan Journey cards, and of course this one is the strongest one. I got 3 copies of this one. This is secret rare and 2 copies in gold rare, if I remember well. Metal Force Fusion, Diffusion, Fusion Lampo, I don't know what's the name in English. Then we got other Super Poly here, Magical Spring, this card is so strong. Dival Cyclone, some other draw cards. Then all the forbidden cards in here, plus this masterpiece in here, which is the Forbidden Chalice in Ultimate Rare. I just own 1 copy, and this is from my childhood as well. When I was a child, I really loved this card. I used to love this card, and of course I didn't know the value, but it was so important to me. I don't know why, but I just fell in love with this, and I kept this for a long time, and now it's kinda 25-30 bucks, I guess, if nothing changed, or maybe it's higher, or maybe it's lower in price, but it's still cool. It will stay with me forever. Then one set rotation is super rare, which is really cool. Twin Twisters, Chain Strikes, Reload, Cosmic Cyclone. The biscuits here are really strong. You can win games if you run that in the right moment in the right deck. And then the last cards. This is another strong card that is another token generator that nobody knows, and that's it. So that's my spell cards binder. I hope you enjoyed. If you got some suggestions, please comment down below, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support me, and see you in the next one.